spark with the buzz, y'all. Let's get into it. Nope, we ain't gonna get into it yet. I gotta talk about some of the stuff that I done had to go through. Let's talk about this. Let's take a few breaths. Let's take a few breaths, y'all feel me? And I want to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to people all around the world that's going to come in and view my video and that's going to get off. Hey, sis, good morning, beautiful friend. Good morning, beautiful friend. Look, friend, you know, look, and this goes for everybody. If I set a lab out for like 9:15, just know that your girl might be 15 minutes late. Because I have to research my videos before I start this. You know what I'm saying? Girl got to know a little bit about what she talking about, okay? So, let me tell y'all something. Let's take this off for a minute. Let's take this off. Matter of fact, let's find something else to put up in here. Let's see. Let me see, what do I got to put behind me without getting me busted on some stuff? Let's see. So, y'all, when you conducting your social media platform, please conduct your social media platform where can't nobody control what's going on your social media platform. I might talk about Tiana Taylor today. I might talk about my girl, and I'm going to leave my girl up behind me because she give me so much strength and so much inspiration. Like, I had to, like, sometimes we judge people from the characters they play and from, like, some things they might say or the way they act, you know what I'm saying? And we don't never give people a chance. And I'm talking about this go from throughout the hands of time. You hear me? So when I first started seeing Tiana Taylor, I didn't really understand her. You know what I'm saying? But I went and I really looked into her story because she was not even on this. Look, this is how it go. Sometimes you're not going to be talking about this. This ain't going to even be on your criteria. But you need to have notes down about people because they might just pop up in a time of need. So, Tiana Taylor is receiving backlash. And I remember doing this video, and I don't know if I dropped it on YouTube. But I do need all my people to start watching my videos these next 2 days. You will be helping my channel out so much if you just watch at least 1 or 2 videos today, push like and comment, share it. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got to share it. Just copy it in your copy tray and move on if that ain't what you want to do. But my channel is really suffering, and I do really need my people help. You feel me? So make sure y'all watch a little bit of my videos today. So, and I'm going to make sure, Reedy, if you on here, sis, again, before you get off, make sure you remind me or remind the people to watch some of my videos and help the channel come up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, in the algorithm, you know what I'm saying, because it's suffering a whole lot, and I'm getting discouraged, you feel me? But it's fun, you know, it's fun. But Tiana Taylor came up because when I went and looked into her story, first off, she have been grinding in the industry, but she's been grinding for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time to grind, and that's a long time to actually get somewhere and people actually recognize you. You hear me? And then here she go in the hour and in the top of her life, we have people that's criticizing her for being herself. You hear me? We can't do that. We got to stop letting people make us feel shamed or embarrassed about who we are and how we conduct ourselves. Sometimes the way you conduct yourself is how you got in the room. You hear what I'm saying? So that is what it is. But I just got to erupt because, y'all, I did a lot of stuff this week. Let me see, can I change it over? Different this week. And let's just keep it real. I wasn't doing nothing to actually, let's put the disclaimer up for a minute. This is fair use, everything. Get the disclaimer in there, y'all feel me? So this is fair use, everything that I'm talking about. So if y'all is a part of my family and my buggers, you feel me? Y'all been following me, and y'all know that I share my significant other and the kids sometimes. So I decided to take a tip that I had, and I'm telling y'all, And I decided to kind of make, like, it wasn't a skit. Well, it is a skit. And I kind of took the skit a little bit too far. And I put the skit on my social media platform, which is YouTube. Now, YouTube, I ain't been getting no views, you know what I'm saying? But I know YouTube is messy. So I put a messy video out there and it started going viral. And it didn't go viral for me. You know what I mean? It went viral in his behalf. So allegedly, everybody on my platform thinking that I'm this tall, big woman and I'm very AB. You hear me? Towards him. You hear what I'm saying? So he done got this sympathy. And let's just keep it real, y'all. Doug don't really support my content. You hear what I'm saying? He actually don't support my content. And I'm going to keep it like that. And he decided that he wanted to go, that particular video that's about him, and go reply back to people and all this other stuff. Now, man, y'all, I don't see this man on my platform. You hear me? So I'm already teed up about that. I'm like, don't nobody reply back on TikTok like that. Like, why the fuck you do that? You replying back to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You explaining me to people and all that. No, that ain't how you do that. We not on Facebook. You hear what I'm saying? So anyway, one of my people was like, you need to put this on Facebook. This for Facebook. And my stuff is going zip, zip, zero. You hear me? Now, y'all know if y'all follow me, y'all get personal stories, okay? Before we get into the juice. So, because we going to get into the juice. We going to get into it, okay? But anyway, I decided to drop the video on Facebook. Now, I really tried to be friends with all my baby father, baby mamas. You feel me? Like, for real, I be trying to be, turned up with them, But this one particular one, she thinks she know me. And, she be, and let's just keep it real, he support her content more than I do. You hear me? Because she be doing outrageous shit. And I probably would too, but I got a little bit more serious than what I'm doing at this age. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to grow out of something, right? So she commented on that particular video. Like, usually I think you funny, but this one not funny because he's sickly. That's when the east side came out of me. The red zone just flew out of me. I just lost it. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all what didn't happen. So he get upset, not about what she said, but about what I said answering back. And I told him the only reason why you upset, because I told her the fucking truth. You hear me? I don't want her to think that you around here sickly and you getting mistreated when I'm dragging all y'all asses on my back. You hear what I'm saying? So I had to go there, y'all. And then y'all girl got out of character. Oh, my God. I went live. So if you see me going live or you see me somewhere in the future, I got out of place. I got teed off. Because I felt like there he go again with that bullshit. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? And I thought about it like, you ain't supposed to be friends with none of his damn baby mamas, no way. You hear me? So I just, you know what I'm saying, just get rid of these hoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have that problem no more. You feel me? So I just wanted to tell y'all, you hear me? Sometimes you got to think about who you got or who you accept to be in your little circles, you know what I'm saying, in your personal space, because it might send you on another downfall in your level up season. So I went down. I didn't level up too much this week, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of apologized to myself out loud for the stuff that I have did. You feel me? Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Man, Christopher, you shut up. You hear me? Why don't you just join in the conversation and be a big boy about yourself and learn how to use your voice? Why don't you shut the fuck up this morning? You hear me? Don't come over here with that shit this morning. None of y'all. You hear me? Cause I'm didn't I just tell y'all I'm that one. I'm that one. You feel me? Don't look. We on monetization. Y'all feel me? So let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Because I might have to ignore y'all people in the comments. But I'm on monetization this morning. You hear me? Monetization. So I got to check myself. You feel me? And y'all don't forget to give me some love. This is what I'm going through. Y'all, right? So we're going to put the big boss up. you know. So for everybody that's coming on and off of my social media platform, I appreciate it if you just go watch a couple of my small videos, you hear me? And watch them. You don't have to watch them. And I'm telling y'all the truth. Lay the phone down. It ain't number maybe 8 to 6 minutes. Some of my long videos, maybe 30, just lay it down, but they be good. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to make it informational, you feel me? And I need some likes and I need some comments. My station is growing subscribers every day, but it's not growing the algorithm. It's not growing with them views. Like, I don't want to get all up into that right now. You hear me? Y'all know that I do help our content creators, but it's what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So I did a live, I think yesterday. I did 4 hour stream. That's how much my notes be, right? And I got off the stream, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, you hear me? My stuff was demonetized. Because remember yesterday when I was showing y'all them videos on TikTok, R. Kelly, R. Kelly, 5 second video demonetized my video, and it was copyright strike. You hear me? So I learned like really quick, don't never use R. Kelly songs in none of your videos. You hear me? Huh? So 5 minutes, maybe one, nope. I'm going to say 15 seconds of my 4 hour stream caused my video to get demonetized. And one of my people that come on here always buy me a super chat. You hear me? So that was demonetized too. So I'm like, oh my God, they go again. They discouraging me. You hear me? So I actually looked it up on YouTube. How do you fix the copyright strike? You hear me? So allegedly, when you go into the studio and you review the issue, they go straight to the issue, which they did. And it showed me dancing, doing that little R. Kelly thing. If y'all go back and watch it, it's like at the end, y'all see it. So YouTube invented a editing um key, well, editing app onto their platform, and this was the best thing they did for any content creator, because I did not want to erase that 4 hour stream, but I did want to have it monetized. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing I had to do was review the issue. I'm telling y'all something I looked up, and I had to use my stuff and use this. You hear me? Huh? Yeah, for real, friend. So I had to resolve the issue. When I resolve the issue, y'all, it goes straight to the video, the segment that you need to resolve. So it don't got nothing else there. So I asked the other content creator, so if you just push it though anywhere, it'll flip up some more other stuff. And it'll say, it'll say erase sound, but save all other musics and whatever. You hear me? Huh? I didn't know that, so I'm saving the sound, and they said we'll get them about an hour because I 4 hour stream. You hear me? So I saved it, and it took them about at least 35 minutes. But YouTube went through my whole video, y'all, erased and deleted all copyright stuff out of my video for me, and I was back monetized. Booyah, you feel me? That's I can't wait to tell my people this. You been erasing your stuff? You ain't been doing it right? Stop been erasing stuff. You hear me? So just to let you know, if you got some copyright issues, resolve the issue. Go to the wherever they need you to go. Push the screen again. You're going to see some stuff that say save, erase sound, and keep all the rest of the sound. And man, oh man, I was back monetized really fast. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to know that. Because if you are a content creator, that's going to happen to you. You hear me? Like, for real. I erased the video and didn't even know that's how you do it. Like, okay? So don't do what I did, and don't research stuff first. You know what I'm saying? It's a Will's way. So let's go back, y'all, to the biggest boss, Rick Ross. You feel me? So this is AI generated. And I AI generated this photo, so won't nobody be saying that I got copyright images in my video. See, I want to let you know that too. You got videos, you got photos that you can download. But all them photos you can't use. So when you download the photos, make sure it don't say may lead to copyrights. You hear me? Going on about that, you hear me? But if you do use a photo that say may use copyrights or may need copyrights, change something. Change the filter. Add your logo. You hear me? Do not use the same photo that you downloaded in the phone. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, friend. So this is images I created that's my own this morning. You ain't gonna find these images nowhere else. You feel what I'm saying? And I couldn't get them to get small because I was trying to get them to give me the radius of my YouTube, but they keep giving it to me because they think I'm on my PC. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna work with it. Y'all feel me? But we're gonna talk about the big boss stuff. First up, I want to bring her up. We're gonna look at her. Hold on, y'all, wait a minute. See, that's another thing, y'all. Let's talk about that. It didn't save. So for some reason, Remy Ma is not letting people download her material in your phone. Try to go do it. When you hold on Remy Ma photos, they saying you can't download them. So what I found out is because of Remy Productions. You hear me? Remy Productions own and copyright all of her footage that's put out here. So now we know why Remy Ma is limited category. Now we know why a lot of content creators ain't effing with her no way, and why she ain't all that flamboyantly going blowing no way. You feel what I'm saying? Because she copyright everything. So content creators don't stay, we don't mess with that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want nobody to use your content and get a little revenue off of it, then you not the one that we need to support. You feel me? And let's just keep it real. If you are a content creator, some of your favorite people going to disappoint you. You hear me? And I'm telling you to get ready. You hear me? Huh? Because let's just keep it real. Cardi B, she can get really nasty about her content as well when she feel like it. Especially if you ain't on her fan page, her awesome fan page, that fan page, whatever she got that she worked with, you can actually run into a brick wall messing with her content as well. Simone Biles. Simone Biles is something I always tell y'all about. Don't even mess with her content. Simone Biles will get your whole social media deactivated. She got my Instagram deactivated for 48 hours for copyright infringement. And I didn't even know that I was copyright infringement. Nothing. You hear me? I even changed the sound and stuff. Nope. She was talking about her images, her flips, and everything. You feel me? Huh? Yeah. Thank you, friend. Remember, y'all, the buzz is suffering. I really need y'all to comment. I really need y'all to share. I'm going to pin this for a minute. Y'all, I need y'all to go watch other videos and stuff that the buzz have did. Comment, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I need some help, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all can help y'all girl out. You feel me? But let's get back to Rick Ross. So, let me put it back on the boss. I like him better. Let's get back. Let me see, can you see both of them? I just sit in between both of them, you know what I'm saying? Because I did get a little photo of them, right? So let's catch up on the Rick Ross. So Rick Ross, first off, he was born in, I think, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So he left Mississippi and went. Now, I know my stuff is not in. Let's see. A lot of people came off. Let's see. Gotta get off here. Let's see, my stuff came off. I'm gonna just have to tell. Ooh, wee. So hopefully that my stuff catch back up, y'all. Ooh, y'all, I just had an emergency. If anybody can hear me, if y'all still here, y'all can hear me, give me some love, y'all. I just had an emergency at the school. You on YouTube or Facebook? I'm at the I'm on YouTube. See if you can hear me and stuff. Because I just had an emergency at the school, so y'all, I had to answer that phone. You feel me? And then people will come pick back up. But I need to see if you can hear me. Because the last time that happened, it cut my lab off. I don't see no love there. I don't see if nobody can hear me. You on there?
Because I got to get on the old YouTube, right?
Yeah. Anybody on here? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Give me some love.
I'm not trying to get on the TV. What the fuck?
I don't think you can hear me because sis would have been saying something. Oh, she left. Anybody y'all can hear me on here so I can keep on with the conversation? Because I had an emergency at the school. Can you hear me, buddy? Because
I
if you
don't
can hear
know,
me,
man.
then go.
Desmond did something to my phone. I can't even get on here.
What you?
Wait a minute. Hold
Good
on.
morning, everybody. The let me see.
All right, I'm on here, but
Can you hear me?
it don't say nothing about you.
No, Doug, you're not doing it right then. You're not on my live. Where's you at? This not even me, Doug.
That's not
This
you.
is somebody that then that's my old page. You supposed to be on Monica, you feel me?
That is,
There we go. No, that's not it. See, can you hear me? That's your Davita. Answer the phone.
hello.
Y'all, let me push. A minute. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? You can hear me now. Okay,
Yeah,
you
I
can
can
hear
hear
me
you.
now. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, y'all. Look. Look, if you a content creator, turn it down, Doug. If you're a content creator, some of these things is going to happen to you as well. You just got to keep moving, pivot and go, pivot and go. You hear what I'm saying? Try to figure it out. Don't ever give up. You hear me? So I had an emergency at the school, y'all. I have a 5-year-old. You feel me? Yeah, my oldest got a 5-year-old. 5-year-old, and he's up there acting a fool. You feel me? Like on some 100 stuff. So I knew to answer that phone because it's the school. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have a talk with my 5-year-old when he get here because he think that them teachers is his mama. He think that he got some maids up at that school. You feel what I'm saying? Let's just put it like that. But let's get back onto what we was talking about, y'all. Feel me? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. And good afternoon, good evening to everybody around the world. So I was starting off with Rick Ross. We was talking a little bit about his background. You feel me? So Rick Ross was born in Mississippi. He moved to Miami Garden. That's what they call it, and that's one of the roughest cities allegedly in Miami. You hear me? So from there, he went to high school or whatever. He did football in '94, and then so Rick Ross 76. He was born in 76. So like Rick Ross 48, 49, 48, 47, 47, right? Or is he 46 this year? I don't know, y'all, but he right around that time. Anyway, y'all, after leaving school, he did a little college. And after he did a little college, he became that correctional officer. So he did correctional officer and for 18 months at a Florida Southwest Correctional Facility. So not directly in Miami, you hear me? But he did do the correctional officer thing from 1995 to 1996. Now, y'all, in 2010, a big, massive dealer. That's what I'm gonna call it without being in guidelines or policies or against him. His name was his name is Freeway Rick Ross, and he tried to sue Rick Ross in 2010, but they dismissed that case in 2013 because they saying that Rick Ross wasn't in no type of illegal rights onto the name or whatever, because that's what it was about, the name. So he haven't been named in none of the Diddy allegations. That make me very skeptical with a lot of things. You know, you went from a correctional officer, you feel me, to this rapper. You hear what I'm saying? And when I look him up and I try to dig back in his past, he wasn't the type of person that hung out at the studio. You know, he wasn't that type of person. You hear me? Now, allegedly, Jay-Z steal people stuff. Diddy steal royalties and people music. You hear me? So Rick Ross, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But okay, let's move on from that because it's all allegations, right? Because he won the case. So, Remy Ma and Rick Ross allegedly known each other for 20 years. Now, they're not saying that he have had a relationship with Remy Ma, but they have known each other and been in the same circle allegedly for 20 years plus. So they saying that. So first off, Remy Ma and me and Doug talked about this. Why wouldn't she conduct her own story? And it's very powerful as people want to watch. You know, you got a lot of stuff going on in your own damn life. You know what I'm saying? What make you think that this story would have been a better story to get paid off of? You feel me? We gonna break that down too. So at first, I didn't really think. I thought I said, well, maybe it's something in the movie that Rick Ross don't want us to see or hear. You hear me? But then I thought about it as a business owner and as somebody that's building my brand. Like, fuck that. No. She getting rich off of somebody's story that she telling. That allegedly she never dated. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? So they saying that Remy Ma did this because she doing retaliation against Rick Ross for hanging out with Papoose and Clarissa. Now that could be right. That could be right. You know what I'm saying? This is what they saying. So the takedown is that on March the 18th, he sent out the cease letter. So she had to pull it immediately from her social media. That's what they saying. This is exactly how they saying it. And the team, the Remy network, they had to shut down any productions that was towards the movie. Like that day. This is why it went viral. So this is the plot of the story. The lead character is supposed to be a police officer, which we can nod to say that could be Rick Ross. The conflict in the story is that he steals a massive dealer life. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And brand and all that. That's the conflict in the story. The brand and the biggest boss. That's what Rick Ross allegedly supposed to be suing her for. But maybe he should have said it different. I'm gonna tell y'all why. So the biggest boss is his trademark. That's what he's saying. He's saying that's his brand. That's what he done built, and that's how he get paid. You hear me? So Remy Ma allegedly supposed to have reached out to Rick Ross like, oh no, that's not what I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We can solve this situation right now. You hear me? So they were supposed to come to an agreement. But I told Doug, if this story is really based on so much of Rick Ross, then if he do a documentary or if he do a movie, we not going to be interested in it. You hear me? Huh? But if he decided to renegotiate with her and get a percentage off the movie, you hear me? Because he feel like this movie is portraying his life, they might come back with a shocker. Well, they did. You hear me? So I'm gonna bring that up. Let's bring that up because I didn't write that down in my notes. Y'all feel me? But I'm about to bring up. Let's see if that hit. There we go. So this is what I brought up. So this is the name of the movie. So basically, through the renegotiation that they did from last night, read the name of the movie that she gonna name it. Don't put your head in there. Read the name of it, read the shit.
Yeah, that's basically it. Rick Ross has that trademark for the biggest boss, so he reportedly sent her a cease and desist.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
I'm in it now. Hey,
Yeah, you got it.
she
Thank you.
sent. So he ended up. He sent her a cease and desist. She ended up changing the movie's title to American Gangster Presents Big 50. The Delthronda Hood story. Is there anything else?
That was something that I was. That's what she asked me because I asked her what was going on with this. You know what I'm saying? And had anything changed? You know, and
So, since she named an actual individual, does that individual exist?
that's okay. So
We have to look him up. Or her.
whoever that's in the next title.
Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all see what she named it. She got Big 50 in there though. You know what I'm saying? Like she might be trolling him. She might be doing the retaliation thing that they said she doing. You feel what I'm saying, y'all? Hold on, let's put the big boss back up there. But she might be doing that, y'all. I'm not about to sit up here and act like that's not what she doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to try to act like that's not what she doing. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm not gonna try to act like that, y'all. So the current situation is that they saying that without her doing this negotiation with Rick Ross, that she would have been infringing his trademark. You hear me, huh? So legally, that's why she had to cease the movie. Y'all feel me, huh? Yeah, friend. I'm glad you reminded me that. Let me see. Did I got you? I got you pinned up there, I think. Do I got you pinned in there? Do I got you pinned? Do I got that pinned in there? Okay, yeah, I do got it pinned in there. Y'all make sure that y'all go watch y'all girl videos, you know what I'm saying, today. Just watch a little few of my little short videos, you know, push like, you know what I'm saying, comment something, you know what I'm saying, so they can push my stuff out there, because my station with my videos are suffering. But my lives, they do great, you know what I'm saying, but my wheels, they do great, you know what I'm saying? So it's time for me to encourage my people, you know what I'm saying, to interact with the content more. But if you got anything else that you want to say about this Rick Ross and Remy Ma situation, because I believe, and this is with somebody I was talking about, that this is about to be the new big beef. You hear me? This is about to be the new beef. You hear me? Huh? Now, 50 name is mentioned in that new title. Do y'all hear me? Only how Remy Ma could be able to be producing this movie is using 50. And that's why I was just telling y'all that Papoose is 50 friend too. What is y'all talking about? Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see this shit? Well, I do. You hear me? I see it. And it's crazy, you know, and it's funny, you know what I'm saying? And it's exciting, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is how y'all go do, you know what I'm saying? This is what we go, this is what we do here, you know what I'm saying? So this is what we doing here. We exposing each other in 2026, you know what I'm saying? Remember, Cat Williams said that, you know, a lot of people was going to be exposed in 2026, and so on and so on. And as we can see, a lot of people exposing each other. It don't have to be you exposing yourself. We got a lot of people turning on each other out here in the industry, you hear me? And the only thing us content creators got to do is just sit back and get the right facts and information. You feel what I'm saying? The right facts and information. So this story, I'm going to keep it going. You know, now if you want to come on and you want to talk about Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying, keep it talking about, but we going to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it moving around here. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of buzz to carry, and I'm trying to get off this morning. I want to be on for 4 hours today. So don't forget to push like. Push like, y'all. Push like, comment, and share. Like, y'all. Like. It's 8 people on here. I got 2 likes. Y'all feel me? Y'all, man. Come on, y'all. Like, so let's move it on along. So let's talk about Mystikal. Now, a lot of people was confused about Mystical, just like me and my significant other. Because we know, we like, where did this stuff come from? So let me break it down for y'all. So, first off, in 2003, he was accused of battery from his hairstylist, and he received 6 years in the feds. That was a plea bargain deal. That was a plea no contest deal to get them 6 years. So that's one case. Boom. In 2017, something supposed to had occurred at his studio or whatever in 2016. He was accused of another battery incident in 2017. But guess what? They said that they couldn't he that one he ended up getting out on a $3 million bond. And when that trial got to start or whatever, they had insignificant evidence in 2017 on Miss, so they have to dismiss them charges. Now, Miss, I am so disappointed that he this rat bastard. You feel what I'm saying? And then he thought that he can use his name and his fame to be just out here dogging out women, doing this malicious stuff. Because we got people that do this. You hear what I'm saying? See, in 2003, he didn't even learn his lesson after 6 long years. You seen Mike Tyson learned his lesson. He got him a wife that he can just do that to him. Can't nobody do nothing to him. And that's what Mystikal should have did. You feel me? I have no sympathy for a rap bastard like him. You hear what I'm saying? You gonna just use who you are to keep on committing this type of traumatizing shit that you doing out here in the world. You feel me? So in 2022, okay, they not saying who she is, but they saying that she was a financial advisor that was hanging out at the crib, and he just snapped and beat her down and raped her. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? So they ain't give him no bond the third time. How many? So you mean tell me United States you get 1 to 2 to 3 times to be a menace? Huh? They really gave this man 3 strikes. You feel me? Like, who cares how many times he go to jail this time? He done already damaged and traumatized 3 whole lives out here before y'all decided that he need to be locked up. These people done lost their man. You hear me? And look how he look. He don't even look cute no more. Mystikal used to look good. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he got something going on with him. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, he was charged this time with 3rd degree. So if anybody don't know what 3rd degree is, 3rd degree mean that he did it without their consent. That means that they was impaired, incapacitated. You hear me? Huh? Huh? Some Diddy stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Some Diddy stuff. You hear me? So that's what was going on with Miss. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna waste too much time on Miss, but he is a hot subject. And let's get her and him on out the way right quick while I'm looking at them. Let's talk about Trump and Malone. You feel me? So Trump wife made a doc. And I think the doc is on Netflix or Tubi. Anyway, the doc's somewhere. You hear me? So I come across the doc, and I decide that maybe I might check it out. You know, maybe she got something to say. Until I turned the doc on, and the documentary was from the days up into the election. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Trump wife. You know that we want to know who you are, where you come from, your childhood, your parents. We want to know how Trump is at home. We want to know the ups and downs. You know that ain't no doc. So that's all I wanted to tell y'all, though. Y'all, that ain't no doc. That ain't no doc. It ain't no doc. So don't waste your time going to see that. Y'all feel me? So Sexy Red is in the news, okay? And I like my girl Sexy Red. You feel what I'm saying? And this ain't no race thing. You feel what I'm saying? So let me let y'all get a good look at the red. You feel me? At the red. Because at her age, I was a little wild like that. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have nobody to tame me. You know what I'm saying? And give me that guidance, you know what I'm saying, to get that bag the way I need to get. But of course, she talked a lot of crap, you know what I'm saying? But that's the hood I come from. That's how they talk. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see nothing wrong with it. My daughter don't listen to Sexy Red because she choose not to. You know what I'm saying? But my mama never been a person to tell me that this music wasn't good for me. And the music didn't influence me. I'm not even a music person now. Music don't motivate me. You know, I like words. I like communication. You know, so them one gonna kind of influence me. So I don't do my kids like that. You know, I let my kids, pick the people that they like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to mold them or to guide them into the way I think. You feel what I'm saying? So, um, whoa, Vicky. Let me show y'all who she is. This is Whoa Vicky. Now, Whoa Vicky is an influencer. And the first time I met Whoa Vicky, she was on, I think, Baddies. I don't know if she was on East or West. I think she was on Baddies. I want to say she was on Baddies East. I want to think. But anyway, she was so soft for the show. She wasn't for that show. She tried to come on there like she was this really religious person. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to be peace and unity, but which I think Vicky just came on there to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? She seen an opportunity to get the bag. But see, when you on Zeus Network, they see the opportunity of whooping your ass. You feel what I'm saying? And she didn't want to throw no hands. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was mad about Vicky when she was on there. Whoa, she didn't want to throw them hands, but she had a lot of crazy stuff to say to the peoples. You know what I'm saying? And she felt like that she was a little bit more superior than the girls. That's just how I got with her character. And then maybe Zeus clipped her like that. You hear what I'm saying? So now she making herself relevant because she not relevant on Zeus no more. Ain't nobody on Zeus Network going back and forth with Vicky. You hear me? And I think I'm gonna talk about this one on my TikTok platform. But Vicky is making herself relevant and picking with Sexy Red because Sexy Red kind of let social media get underneath her skin. You hear what I'm saying? So they gonna go back and forth, especially if you are a Sexy Red fan. You notice that she got time. You hear what I'm saying? She got time. So I wanted to tell Sexy Red because I think she need to know that Vicky just clickbait. You know what I'm saying? She actually trying to rap back and forth and all this stuff. Girl, Vicky, you hear me? Huh? I ain't never knew you to rap. So stop it. You know what I'm saying? So just stop it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's the things that's going on in the rap and celebrity world at this time, y'all. With them two. And y'all know we're gonna just keep it moving to the others. So y'all got something that y'all want me to talk about though, you got to let me know and then maybe we can find it on the computer if I don't know nothing about it. You feel me? Okay, y'all. He going viral too. Afroman. You hear me? Afroman is a person that got a little prestigious stuff going on for himself. So his major label duetted that song in Good Times, the Good Times, in 2001. He also was the person that got that hit because I get high. Because I get high. Because I get high. You feel me? So he do that and then in 2022, somehow he had a raid put on his house. And Doug, I think that's your rad. And when the raid came in his house, they didn't find nothing. You hear me? But they did find themselves on camera. 7 of the police officers. You hear me? So 7 of the police officers felt like it was very embarrassing what Afro Man was doing to them, and they wanted to sue him for defamation. You hear me? So Afro Man had a recording them in their house, in his house, tearing up his stuff, and they didn't find nothing. So he started making clips from that raid and he made a lot of money and it was funny and it was viral. You hear me? But what's the really funny thing is that the 7 cops wanted to get together and sue him, and a judge found out that they wasn't, no, it wasn't embarrassing. You hear what I'm saying? It wasn't none of what they was trying to say. And so they dismissed the case. As they should. You hear what I'm saying? As they should. Because we all record and clip stuff. You know what I'm saying? And make things go viral. So why he couldn't record y'all in his house tearing up his stuff and then ain't nothing there? You hear what I'm saying, huh? So that's how
He had cameras.
Yeah, he had cameras
Inside and out.
inside and out, and so them 7 police officers feel like that he embarrassed them and that they wanted to sue him for defamation. Y'all feel me? I'm like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? So that's that story, y'all. And I'm kind of moving kind of fast, but I'm not trying to move that fast. So if you want me to go back to the story, make sure you tell me to go back to the story. Make sure you get off of here, go like some of my videos, watch some of my videos, and put some comments on there. Y'all feel me? Look, look, let me show you something. Okay, that's we're gonna move from Afroman and we're gonna move to him. You hear me? Now, this is AI generated too, y'all. Because Beyonce and Jay-Z got a habit of not wanting none of their content to be shown. Jay-Z got a habit of sending a lot of letters out to content creators too. You feel what I'm saying? So I made sure I AI generated that so I can be able to talk about him on my social media platform today. You feel me? So Jay-Z just announced this month 2026 that he have 2 shows coming up. You hear me? So the 2 shows that's coming up supposed to be at Yankee Stadium. He supposed to have one July the 10th and he's supposed to have one July the 11th. So the one on July the 11th is going to be called The Responsible Doubt. You hear me? No, Reasonable Doubt. Sorry, Reasonable Doubt. And this one supposed to represent the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. Then July the 11th, he's supposed to have the blueprint. The blueprint is supposed to be that night to represent the 25th anniversary of the blueprint. Now, everybody got mixed reviews on that. You hear me? You got to go watch it out. So some people like excited, to go see Jay-Z. Like if it was up to Doug, we would be going to see Jay-Z. But that's not what I want to go do, and I'm not. Because I'm on the fence with the other people. He have allegations. It does not matter. And a lot of people that had allegations that had to face up to some type of justice or consequences or some type of explanation. You hear me? Jay-Z haven't made no explanation for himself with nobody. He never come live on his platform. He don't do nothing. You hear me? But if he knew that, if he come live on his Instagram and he tell us whatever he tell us, that'll make people look at him a whole new different way. You hear what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. People, you not gonna tell the truth to yourself. You not gonna tell the truth to nobody else unless they bring the truth out of you. You hear what I'm saying? He ain't hitting like that. He not hitting like that. And 9 times out of 10, people are going to be at this event just to be messy. People just want them recordings. People want to see them mess ups. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's gonna be sad about the situation. A lot of people not gonna be there for the positive thing. A lot of people gonna be there for the messy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make them their own money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people not gonna talk about that. They not gonna talk about the money that they need to make. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to being messy. You hear me? Wait a minute, y'all. I'm looking at something. Being messy, you feel me? So I don't know what y'all think about that, and if y'all really wanna support Jay-Z. He is gonna be at Yankee Stadium July the 10th and July the 11th. Y'all feel me? So let me take this off. It was something about these notes that I forgot. It was something that I forgot. But it was some reason why I got him in my notes this morning. Yeah, I have, because so it's something about them. Let me see what it is. So I ended up trying to AI R. Kelly today, and it didn't work out. If y'all see, he kind of look a little better. You know what I'm saying? But I tried to photograph him. I tried to AI him today, and they wouldn't let me AI him. But I wanted to say something about this situation. Um, a lot of people found out way later in R. Kelly life that he was illiterate, that he just actually couldn't read. You hear me? And I believe that plays a big part on why R. Kelly is sitting in jail for a multitude of years. You hear me? Huh? Without too much evidence. He in there for 30 years. You hear me? 30 plus years. You hear me? Um, when we had Mystikal, you hear me? Do some of the heinous stuff in the world, and Mystikal only received 6 years in the Fed penitentiary with his first offense. See, we gotta start, and especially if you're a content creator, you don't want to be messy because you don't know what you're talking about, and that's just how everybody wanted to be. But you want to know what you're talking about. You hear what I'm saying? Because you're going to have a conflict of people that's not going to believe what your theory is. You hear me? So you got to make sure that you putting out stuff that people can go research and find their own self. You hear me? So these are things that I'm hearing. I just wanted to ask y'all, do you think that this justice system is amounting up to a equal opportunity to everybody to be crucified or sentenced the same? Because if you say yeah, then it's something else you not looking at. Mystikal should have been in jail 30 years from the first crime. He should have never ever got another chance to get out. Matter of fact, he didn't even get 10 years. Now, what I got a controversy about Mystikal because in the public eye, he had all adults, these cases. But I found out somewhere else that one of these cases was an underage minor. You feel me? Huh? But for some reason, our main Google system is not telling us that. You feel what I'm saying? So you got people that could tamper with evidence to still make a person sell. You know what I'm saying? Now he's going to jail for the third time for the same thing. I don't think nobody banned his stuff. I don't think nobody is using it for a theme song or a background song. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because we humans. You hear me? And the one thing a human don't want nothing to happen to a child and a woman. You know. Even though it's cruel to say, but this is how the world is. It's designed on the feelings and the emotions for them type of creatures. More. You hear me? Mm. So, if I'm not mistaken, 50 about to try to find some type of allegations on Rick Ross. I don't know what it is. And I told y'all yesterday. I say something about to go down real big and I don't know it. And it was the cease letter. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? So we just gonna sit back and look at stuff. Because allegedly Jay-Z supposed to be taken down this year. His hierarchy is about to break. You hear me? Huh? They about to release him to the wolves. You hear me? So I just be listening to people. You know, I don't know these people business. No, I don't. You know what I mean? But it's interesting to know that these rooms that a lot of us trying to get into maybe be rooms we need to avoid. You hear me? So I was just thinking too about Tia, Rick Ross baby mama. She don't talk about him no more. Not like that. She don't dog him no more like that. She don't talk about that Diddy situation like that no more. You hear me? See, a whole lot of people was hit with a cease letter, but we don't know nothing about them letters because everybody don't put their business in the streets. Now, I used to think that Remy Ma was really smart. I'm talking about I was thought she was really smart yesterday. I did. But I realized that she not that smart. Why would you create a movie on the build of the image of this man and then you gonna use the big boss as the title and not do your own story? And this goes for all of us. You don't have to be rich, but your story is very interesting because you lived it. If you know how to tell your story, everybody gonna be interested in it. You gonna love to be in your own story and be the star of your story. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why she took that decision to make that type of movie only if it got to do with a push and a shove with 50. Huh? You see, it's a reason why 50 wouldn't put that documentary out there against Rick Ross. Why? Why? What make 50 say Rick is off limits? What make 50 not do a lot of celebrities that we have seen with Diddy the way he have did them? Because it's something else. It's always an organization that got control of the districts. You feel me? It's just not in movies. This not just a code that we grew up with. This is real life. You got people that control the districts that you in. You might not know who they are. They don't want to know you no way. You ain't that big. You feel what I'm saying? When I was out there and trying to work them districts in the red zone, I was sent for by the massive pay. And I was asked about myself. And they want to know who I was and what I was trying to do in their district. Okay? So I'm just trying to keep, in guidelines of policy and without putting nobody business out there, because y'all know I will if I have to. But I don't try to. I got to think about what I say sometimes. You hear me? But you got people that run the district. Now, if you a person that's in your neighborhood and you a little popular, right? Because you got to think about it. Everybody ain't popular in the hood. You don't know everybody in your neighborhood because everybody not popular. But you got a group of popular people in everybody's neighborhood that everybody know. You hear me? Huh? Like, you got that one neighbor to know everybody 4 to 5, 6 blocks over. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? That means that's a popular little area right there. That means everybody know each other. You popping. You feel what I'm saying? But you got people in that area you ain't never seen come out their house. Because they don't want to be popping. You hear what I'm saying? Allegedly, Rick Ross and Remy Ma been friends for over 20 years. You hear me? They just know that they connected like that, even though it can be the industry. But it's some reason why they connected for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And then you go over and you find out that Remy Ma and 50 and all them been collected for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? They've been connected for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, so nobody gonna believe that this is a conspiracy to, I don't know if it's to distract us or to keep something out the news. Like I'm thinking that what's going on is to keep something out the news. You hear me? Like allegedly Kim Porter. You hear me? See, it's not on the news. It's not in the Google. It's not that. It's not that. If TMZ reports something, 9 times out of 10, it's true. Because TMZ got a website that you have to pay a lot of money to be on if you are a big content creator to get the images and stuff that they get right around the time they get it. But guess what? They use their images first. You hear what I'm saying? So the rumors that TMZ, well, not, I'm going to say rumors, that TMZ put out there are supposed to be proven facts. They supposed to already been, I guess, permitted to be true. Because when I was listening and when I was reading about TMZ and I was reading about because something happened to make me have to research TMZ and find out how is TMZ getting a content, and that's when I found out that TMZ have another site, and I forgot the name of it, but that site that they have is where people will receive certain compensations for images and photos. So you got snitches. You got snitches in your hood. You hear what I'm saying? You got snitches in the social media, field that will snitch to TMZ to get that money. You feel what I'm saying? You got people that's in your house that I'm talking about people that's rich. You know what I'm saying? People that don't want to be exposed. You got people that will actually pay for your exposure. You hear what I'm saying? You got people that's there to collect them images and collect certain things so they can sell them to TMZ. You hear what I'm saying? You got people that's been around you for 1 to 2 years in your paparazzi, and you never knew he was waiting on that one viral moment or that one photo. Some people got to wait around a long time until it's their time. Y'all hear me? When it's your time, you gonna know. Cause your life gonna take off. You gonna have a want. You gonna have a desire. It's gonna be a creation after creation after creation after creation. You ain't gonna be able to stop creating. I never be able to stop creating. I always have to create. I always got something to do. I create so much, y'all don't even get a chance to see it. Sometimes I create and I forget to share it, and it's too late. Because I'm like, damn, I forgot. Because I see it on TMZ or I see it on the Shade Room somewhere, and I'm like, damn, that story been sitting in my phone. Oh, it's too late now. You know what I'm saying? So you go through the points where you knew to share this video. You knew to share this story. But some people be skeptical on sharing stuff. You hear me? And then you'll turn around and see it on TMZ and it's going viral when you seen it before it got up there. You know what I'm saying? So now I do that. Now I take heed on seeing topics first. I take heed on if platforms say this just been uploaded 12 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? I have to take heed on if I need to use this content or not. Because if it was uploaded 12 minutes ago, that mean that, hold on, wait a minute. What you about to, yeah, so you got to make sure that you upload like that. That's my son going to the store. I want to know where he was going. But anyway, y'all, me personally, becoming a content creator has been a work for me. You hear me? And I've been having my ups and downs. Everything ain't been peachy. But I'm telling you now, y'all, if you want to do a live, if you want to do content creator, you have to research. You have to get you a book and you have to write stuff down. Your phone not going to help you do everything. Your phone not going to help you remember stuff. Remember, pen and paper was invented first. Notes is the first thing that social media invented. It was just hand written. You hear me? So you have to write down your subjects. You have to write down. You have to learn stuff about them. So this morning, I think each person that I talked about, I probably spent 20 to 30 minutes learning about them. But this was the most important thing. See, and that's another thing. When you are researching somebody on your social media platform, like for instance, if I was to do Rick Ross today, you hear me? I will have to go try to find some baby photos. I will be trying to find old photos when he first started out rapping. You know what I'm saying? I will have to find maybe a photo of him and a correction officer. I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? All the things that I will have to go through to make that a great informational video. You feel what I'm saying? And please believe it, all that stuff out there. You just got to keep digging for it. You know what I'm saying? Because usually Twitter, which it used to be, now it's X, they have everything. They have everything from multi years ago. Remember that platform started very early in the world too. So you can go find a lot of lost stuff, okay? I wasn't going to talk about Ray J, but I want to talk about Ray J before I leave here. Now, I think yesterday we talked about Ray J getting sued and all that stuff. But y'all, Ray J done turned around and went on another rant telling other rappers to put that in his mouth. And I think it was Cameron, Shine, and who else, y'all? Who else? It was somebody else. It was another rapper. What was the other rapper name, y'all? But anyway, Ray J is on a rant, and he telling them to leave his sister alone, keep their name out your mouth, whatever, whatever. Now I couldn't even imagine what anybody see wrong with Brandy or whatever. But see, there go me again guessing something that I probably don't have no knowledge of. I don't really know Brandy. I just know that she's an American singer, actress slash, whatever. You hear me? I know that I liked her playing Brandy on that sitcom, but was that really her? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, we got to not judge people on what we have seen them on these screens, because remember, they is play. That's not them. You feel what I'm saying? We really don't know how that person is in real life, okay? And let R. Kelly tell it. A lot of people that he thought was his friends right now to today, they just wasn't there for him. But like I was telling Doug, R. Kelly is mad at us too. Yeah, he is. R. Kelly feel like we the people could have stopped him from getting 30 years. He also pissed off with Gail and Oprah. He felt like that they could have put a word in. Like I know, you know what I'm saying, because you just got to go back and look at all his interviews. You know what I'm saying? He don't never take blame on nothing. He'll never take credit that I did this to myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. I just told my 11-year-old that this morning. You know what I'm saying? If you have too much time on your hand out here, and this goes for, I think, anybody, God will do something with your time. He'll put you in jail or he'll put you in hell. You hear me? Because you're not going to be out here wasting time. You not. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to tell my 11-year-old that he whispered something to you. You supposed to be out here doing something. You a kid now. You'll remember what I say later on. But it's going to be fun in life to find out what did he say to you and what do he need you to do. You hear me? It'd be fun to get on that adventure. See? Once you get on the adventure in your life, it's going to be fun. Ain't nobody going to actually tell you no different. Your adventure going to start being adventurous. You're going to get up every morning looking for a new adventure. See? But in the adventure that we have in life, death and poverty come along with it. So you got to accept that them the things that come along with the adventure. Wealth is something that you are rewarded from the things that you put out in the world. I know. You hear me? So I had to come in and do a live this morning. Like I had to come do that live this morning because I'm suffering in my social media platform somewhere. And but my wheels on YouTube do great. My community not doing great. Like sometimes, like I try to make a Facebook post, just a post, to keep y'all up with a current event or just a photo. That part of my YouTube not doing too well. So I'm gonna start putting wild and photos up there and hope they not no photos that'll get me disqualified. You hear me? So we're gonna start doing photos in the community. I don't know. Maybe I might start doing some of my buzzes in reels on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, YouTube. I probably said Facebook, but YouTube. I probably gonna do the green screen thing a lot like that, and make a 3-minute reel. You know what I'm saying, on YouTube, like I would do TikTok. You know what I'm saying. So sometimes you do have to have your skills amped up, but you need to take them and remodify them on another platform. Um, I'm thinking that my YouTube would like for me to do them reels like that. But only thing about YouTube is that you can't add music in your videos if it's over 1 minute. You hear me? Huh? So that's the difference about uploading to on this channel, is that you can't have no type of music in the background, even if it belong to, well, on the YouTube app. they don't let you do that. So you have to make your videos before you come to YouTube. But I recommend that you use CapCut and use the AI Magic music, and you just tell them what type of music you looking for. If you're looking for news, if you're looking for hip hop, whatever, just put it in a little category, generate it out. CapCut generates you 3 different songs that's not copyrighted. You feel what I'm saying? And then you can go like that. And then you can keep regenerating until you hear that tune or whatever you looking for, what you trying to do. You hear what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know that. You can generate music. You don't have to use the trending music. You don't have to use music that you see on these apps. You can create your own tune. Matter of fact, I just created a tune on Gemini AI. I wanted to see how slick this program was, and I wanted to see what Gemini was capable of. So I'm like, create me a background music, no copyrights, for my thumbnail in on YouTube, and they had the nerve to really do it. Like it looked crazy. Like when they created this, like the music beat. So they even show you the beat and the tremble. They show you what they used to create it. So I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like dang, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm knowing how a lot of people creating them beats. You hear me? Huh? A lot of people creating beats that you ain't never heard before, that you ain't never seen before. Yeah, they using it. They AI generating it. You hear me? And AI generate will make you a nice beat, especially if you say I'm looking for a beat to go viral or to go with this rap, and then you rap it a little bit into the AI. AI put you a nice beat behind there. You hear me? So that's just a tip to let y'all know what's going on out here in the world and how to create content and keep it moving. I actually gotta I gotta get off this morning early. I did spend 4 hours on my lab yesterday, but I can't do it this morning because I need to make a call before 12 o'clock today. Y'all feel me? So I'm not gonna stay that long. But Friday, I haven't thought yet. I think that I'm going to come Saturday morning because my Saturday morning crowd, I have been missing them. I haven't been able to catch up with them. And it's a lot of things I have got across this phone while I'm on here that's really popping in the world. And y'all girl trying to go be nosy and do it. And I really appreciate everybody that came on and off this morning. And I'm going to appreciate the people that's going to do the replay. That's why I don't want it to be too long. But I do need you to get off the video, watch a few of my videos, push like, comment, start a conversation with me on the video. Even if you don't like the video, even if I reported something wrong in the video, tell me, let me know. Let's start the conversation. I'm open for change. So with that said and done, y'all, I want y'all to remember to love yourself. Don't let nobody get in the way of your joy. Sometimes it's easy to say, y'all, and it's hard to do. Peace.